Now that I've got a Jamboard set up that I'd like my learners to engage with, it's worth having a look at what tools are available to them. My learners can add text using a text box with the tool on the left hand side, and they can type their ideas in for an answer. And again, with any other text box, they can drag that around to different parts of the screen, so wherever they type it, they can then move it to. If we want their thoughts and ideas or their text to stand out a bit more, they can use the sticky notes. And different colours can be used. What I can also do is, with the handle at the top, I can duplicate that, and then I can change the colour if I like. So I can use these post-it notes, drag them about, and that can be really useful for examples such as you might ask your learners to put the green ideas and what they learned from watching the films, and their yellow ideas under the main events, and that can help to organise. You can also do for and against type discussions, and ask them to put their post-it notes down, and again, green to agree or red to disagree, for example. So post-it notes just add a wee bit of an alternative to the text box. I can also add images by selecting the add image button, and I can upload from a computer. If I've got a URL to an image, a mobile device, I can use my camera, and again I can use Google Images to find some images. So if I was learning about the Romans, for example, I can type in Romans, here's a picture of Rome I'd like to use, and insert that onto my Jamboard. You can also use the shape tool, and you can select a shape from here and draw one of those onto the screen, and again you've got options about the colour of the fill and the outline. So you can draw, use shapes, that can sometimes be useful. That can sometimes be useful for perhaps putting a colour behind text if you'd like that to stand out. There is a draw tool as well, and you've got different types of pen or brush that you can use, and the learner can draw on the screen with that. Can be tricky without a touchscreen, but certainly I feel that it comes into its own when you have a touchscreen device to use as well. Being able to ink on the screen can be particularly useful when it comes to numeracy, because you can show that working a lot clearer perhaps than you could using text. For example, and that's really useful as the educator to be able to have a look at what your learner has done to get that answer. So yep, it's taking a whole frame to explain my process, but again the process is clear to the educator, which is really important for your assessment, and again for providing feedback. As the educator, you can either type it, add it as a sticky note, or you could even draw your own feedback on by hand if you've got access to a touch device there as well. So those are the tools available on Jamboard, all of which you can use for different learning and teaching activities.